Hello humans, welcome back to my makeup room. Today we're going to do a little makeup look and I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to follow a tutorial by Makemeupmissa, Melissa. I'm going to link her channel down below. I really love her makeup. She's Scottish, she's adorable, and her makeup skills are just on point. So the reason I want to follow one of her tutorials is she has fairly hooded eyes like me, and she manages to make her eyes look so big and so colorful. Her lid space is totally used up. So I just want to try her technique and see what I can pull off and if I can do something a little different today. I picked a tutorial where she uses lots of blue shades and we're gonna see what we can do. She's using the Me, Myself, and Mitchell palette from Beauty Bay. I'm not going to do that. I don't have that palette, so I have a stack of palette options. I'm just going to try and match the colors that she is using with some singles, some palettes, and we'll see what we get. To start off, we're going to do a little eye prime. I am going to use the Anastasia primer. I believe that's what she uses. Just put a little tiny dot on my finger and pop that on the lids. I'm also going to be wearing my little AirPod. It's not an AirPod, my little Bluetooth hearing device so I can listen to the video while I do my makeup. Now you can see all of my imperfections. Just kidding, she primed with concealer, but same dealio. Alright, we're already starting things off a little differently. We're going to start with a deep shade, which is not normally how I do it. We're going to use Blue Steel, this navy, from the September Rose Slush II palette. I have this on a little flat brush, and she starts by leaving your eye open. With hooded eyes, you leave your eye open and relaxed and put it on the outer corner.
Halfway, that's pretty far in. It looks like it was a but yeah, she did go in quite far. So, got the eyebrow.
Now I'm going to take a little blending brush and just blend around the edges. Next, I'm going to use Sugarpill's Hypnotic to blend out the edges. Okay, that's what we look like now. I did have to go in and build up that navy again because it was starting to fade away. But I think that's alright. She's just doing some more blending, so. And I'm gonna stop because it's starting to get muddy. Now I'm gonna take a black. This is from my Kaleidos Futurism Volume 1. And that's gonna go in the outer corner. And this one you're supposed to see slightly above the crease. And using some more navy to blend out the black. Now going back in with the blue shade, the light blue, just to blend out the edges. And then she's blending out some more. Okay, so she's actually using the ABH eye primer as the cut crease, and she uses a teeny tiny like liner brush, so I'm gonna try that. She starts right in the inner corner. So we've got that going. I'm gonna fill it in, and you don't want to have very much primer on your brush, which I've essentially screwed up in my inner corner, but that's okay. I think she goes in a little bit further. Okay, now I have to do the same thing on the other side. Wish me luck. Okay, I think we have a cut crease. Maybe. I think I prefer using a bit of a bigger brush for my cut creases. I can't find the one I like using. Oh, here it is. Just like a little bit bigger. This is a lip brush from Real Techniques. Just a bit bigger than a liner brush. You still have the precision of that little point though, but it worked. Okay, now next she uses essentially a blue white duochrome kind of shade. I'm gonna use Boom Sour from Devinah. It looks like that. As you can see, it's a bit more of a multi-chrome, but that's what I got. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. And I'm actually gonna put a little bit of glitter glue on my lids because this one has a bit of fallout. It's very flaky, very chunky. So I know we cut the crease, but I'm gonna use some glitter glue also. We're gonna plop that all over the lid. Okay, now, no, JD Glow Anomaly. It's maybe it's more purple then. So I'm gonna use Anomaly by JD Glow. Oh goodness, you can't see this. See, it looks a lot more bluey purple, very dark in here, but it swatches lighter than I would like. So then I'm just gonna go over with my Stila shadow into the blue to deepen it up and make it a touch more blue. I think that's the plan. Okay, I'm gonna wet this one. I'm just tapping along that line. And then with the back of this brush that's clean, I'm gonna try and blend in these shimmers. This is drying out, so I'm gonna use the applicator because it doesn't pick up too much product anymore. And I'm just gonna go over top of Anomaly. And then, to make sure we don't lose the outer corner, I'm gonna put some of that navy shade back in. Tap that over the shimmer. Now, she uses an Urban Decay glitter gel in like an iridescent shade. I don't have an iridescent shade. The closest I have is like my ColourPop Super Shock in Ice Dream, but I don't think I can pick this up with a liner brush and get a clean line. So that's out the window. And my only other shade that I think might work, this is Pixi by Petra, Pixi Green liquid shadow, and I'm just hoping once I get it on, it's not gonna pull too green. We're gonna see what we can do. And I'm gonna use my liner brush for this. And I'm just gonna put that along the edge of the cut crease. Okay, I think the color on that is okay, but my eyeshadow that I used is so glittery that you can hardly see it at all. But I'm gonna go throw some liner on and we'll be back. Okay, now we're gonna do the face. So she just uses a moisturizer as a primer, but I'm gonna use my Hendrickson Banana Bright Primer. It'll be hydrating and primery at the same time. Now, again, she doesn't do this, but I'm going to color correct because I find that whenever I do blue eyeshadows, I look dead to begin with, but the blue fallout really doesn't help. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the Tarte color corrector. And then the ABH foundation. This is the shade 110C. I should use 110M, but I don't have that one, so we're gonna use this one. I'm just gonna slap that on my face. For concealer, she uses Shape Tape. I don't have Shape Tape. I don't like Shape Tape, so I'm going to use Born This Way from Too Faced. This is in Cloud. I think that was a little bit too light. What do I want to do? I'm going to use a little bit of the Age Rewind under my eyes. I just feel like the blue and the dark circles are just not having it. It's a little bit better. And now I've lost the brightness. I'm just gonna spend my time doing 15 layers of concealer. It's gonna be fine. And this is why I hate doing my eye makeup first. Putting concealer around your eyes is so difficult. But I mean, if you saw the amount of fallout I had, it was really necessary for this situation. Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit of baking, which again, I don't normally do. I'm gonna use my Blur and Set from Milk, and let's just give this a shot. She bakes under her eyes, around her smile lines, and okay, I don't know what's up with the lighting. I hope you can still see okay. But, so I'm gonna bake under my eyes, my chin, and my forehead. And now a fluffy brush to do the rest of the face. Okay, I'm gonna throw on some eyebrows because she's had eyebrows on, I think, this whole entire time. Then we're going to use the Revolution Pro Skin Finish in Luminescence on the high points of the face, bring back some glow. Next, she uses Hoola and then Hoola Light to bronze. I actually have mixed the two together and added some contour shade to try and make it match me better. So I'm just gonna use this one. Convenient, no? Then she goes in with a contour, and I'm gonna use my Kevin Aquan one. She uses something I don't have, but she's obsessed with Benefit Cookie, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that one. Now, for blush, she goes in with a Makeup Revolution blush, which I don't have, but it's sort of a bright peachy pink. So I'm going to use this shade from my Jouer duo. This is the Flirt duo, and that is Kiss Me. Now we're on to the lower lash line. We're going to go in with a navy blue. She uses a bit of a metallic royal blue, but this one is close but not metallic. This is Joseph Colors Splash. Now I'm going to use a pencil brush, and I'm going to use the blue shade we've been using. I'm going to run that all the way across the lower lash line. Now we're going to use the navy, and I'm just going to use a like flat brush because I find things can get out of hand when I use a pencil brush. So since we're using this dark shade, I'm going to go slow. And I'm just going to put this on the outer corner. Just kidding, that brush doesn't want to work. Okay, now we're going to use the black shade. And now I'm going to try using that flat brush because I know these Kaleidos shadows work. And this is going to go right on the corner, really close to the lash line, and sort of trying to connect it to the liner on the top. I'm just going to blend that out some more with my pencil brush. Now, okay, things are getting crazy. So, she uses a liquid shadow that's a very light blue shade, and I don't have that kind of a thing. So, I'm going to use some glitter glue and one of my Devinah shadows. I'm going to use, what did I decide on? Oh, I do want to use this one. I will use Everlasting Gobstoppers from Devinah. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glitter glue right in the lower third and then just pat that shade on top. Okay, I feel like that does a very similar thing. The color she used was a little bit darker than what she had on the top. Just gonna make sure that one doesn't fall on my face. Now, for inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go off the books. She used the same shade she put on her lid, but her shade is a little bit lighter than mine. So I'm gonna use Glazed Donut. Okay, there we go. Now, time for mascara and lashes. And before I do that, I'm going to honor Missa and use the L'Oreal Shake and Glow Dew Mist because I like to use this before I put on my lashes. My mascara, I should say. Okay, this is the final look. I'm wearing Unicorn Lashes Rebel Smoke. She put on a mauvey color on her lips. And so I mixed ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Viper and Stila's Patina. And that's what that looks like. Not a big fan of this on me, but it does kind of go with the blue nicely. That's the end. We made it. It only took 2 hours. Well, I've been filming for 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's a long time. That's the look. If you like this video, give it a like, hit subscribe if you want to, and ring the bell to become a Pavlovian dog. See you next time. Bye.